But the first thing I'm going to do is show to take off this warp and to take it over to the loom.
That's great.
And how to get,
Yeah,
we haven't done it. I do it at home.
Oh.
Too, if I want it very.
You can actually wind sections. If you have stripes, you can wind all one color. Take it, thread it through the reed in the stripe, separating the stripes. Wind the next color. And so that's one reason why threading through the reed first is good.
Yeah.
Because you
Just
can't
the
do
way
that
I
if
do
you,
it.
yeah. Now if you have a rattle and you're threading like a very hairy kind of yarn, it's better to wind it on the back end first, because otherwise your hairs of your yarn are going through the hems twice. And it's not good. They fray or they get stuck in the So there's reasons for each. Now, I think people will have to stand up and come in. First thing I need to know before I can take this off, the working board, is the distance on this loom, which has to be measured here. So tape measure. I can point it here.
I've lost my little pink one.
I have it. I picked it off the table last week, and I'm sure this belongs to somebody.
Yes. Because I was looking for it this week, and I'm sure I had it last week.
So we're going to say this is, see what I'm measuring here? Is allowing a little bit of space here.
For the
space here.
for the apron.
This is where the bar will come to here. And I'm measuring, see, to here, this beam. That's 28 inches. Now if you measure on a bigger loom, it's going to be longer. So I'm going to come back to the warp that we made up.
And it's okay. And then we'll probably go this way. And that's starting to video. See the red dot is on. Getting your hand.
Make it 24%. And this is not an exact measurement, but approximately that length that we just measured. Right. And you don't have to measure that exactly.
No, but how many?
2 pieces that big.
Oh.
Now I'm going to tie a cord at that measurement, and I don't want to tie in the guide string.
No.
Because if we take this warp off, we want to measure out the rest of the warp exactly the same. So I'm going to tie this string, and this is a strong string, it's a contrasting color. Otherwise you're going to end up not being able to see where it is. Tie it very tight, and then go around again. Tie it very tight. You don't want, when you're working on your yarn, you don't want your warps to be slipping through this knot. So very tight, and now I'll tie it into a knot. This is going to get tied here.
To the middle?
To the front bead. Okay. You'll see why later. That's all you need to know right now. Okay, now we want to remove this. We want to make sure
excuse me, you mean those blue strings that hang down? That is what's going to be tied to the front beam.
The front beam of whatever loom you're using.
Okay.
And we have our cross here. We've been tying it. Now it is a double cross. Usually I just make a single cross, but a double cross is added insurance. There's nothing wrong with making a double cross. And we've also made a cross down here.
Do we tie that too?
We can tie this. I would tie it just here, here. And does everybody know what the cross does? What the cross does when you're winding your warp and you're making your cross?
Yeah.
Keeps the threads in order.
Keeps the threads in order. So one of the things that weavers are always trying not to do is to lose the cross.
Right.
So let's put some strings in here. One here, one here, one here.
Single?
Yeah, single's fine. It's a redundancy.
Yeah, but if
Some
at the
people-
end, if you're actually
I'll do the.
winding it on, then you need it to get your
You,
using.
it can be helpful.
Yes.
Mary started this with us and she told us that. Yeah.
What did I do?
You started this, Mary.
You
showed
did
us.
good.
Yeah, we're glad you did. Yeah. Some of the women Mary was saying that they had never done it like that. I've never seen it. Is that right?
Yeah, I've never done it the end one, so that's quite.
It's a redundancy.
Yeah.
Do you always do it, Mary? Do you always do that?
Tie the cross off,
Yeah.
or put one on both ends. I
Yeah.
usually put one on both ends because I think when I get through, sometimes I take it the wrong way off,
So it's a guarantee.
and so I have a cross at either end.
Yes.
And
Insurance.
now I'm going to take this yarn again. Now I'm going to come back to the loom. I'm going to make sure that this yarn that I'm measuring out is going to go across the front beam. I have some extra. Just because I think this string is too strong to break. And I'm putting this through the cross.
Sorry, Mary. You've seen all this, you know this.
So do you see how it's through the cross there? We also have the cross tied off here and here, here and here. And once again, I didn't catch in the guide string. Now there is one tie here that's catching in the guide string.
Should we cut it?
We should cut it. Yeah.
The guide
I'll
string?
retie it.
No, the end that inadvertently.
Do you need it?
Let me see. No, it was just holding the cross in place.
Oh, I see.
So now I'm going to make a slip knot and kind of put it up there. Otherwise it gets tangled up when you make your chain. And now we're ready to take it off. With this, I hope you can.
So now we need a drum roll.
Tudum, 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 tudum,
Just
tudum.
loosening the tension a bit. Otherwise, you can't
Yeah.
really pull it off. So if you do this and make the tension a little looser, you can now pull it off. Now, the way,
Gonna cut it or not?
when we take this off, these ties will give you your cross.
And are you going to do the same thing with this side as you did with the other? No?
Now, I don't really know how to explain what I'm doing. This yarn feels really nice. This is going to make a nice project. You can start, you start to get an idea how the project will turn out. I'm making a chain. And these ties are just there so that when you're doing your work, it's not going to flop around and get tangled up. We did 7 plus.
Yards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the tie. I'm just going to put my hand here. Take the yarn over here. Put it in place here. Let's see if I can do it. Tie this in place. You could do something like that if you want. Okay, now do you see what this cord is for? You're going to be able to put your yarn through your reed and then thread it, and it has,
Should
you
we
have
just
enough to
tie
work
it
with.
for now because it's gonna go loose? No?
It doesn't matter if it goes loose. I'm going to take this that I put through the cross.
So wait, are you going to cut this now so that these are individual ends?
As soon as I
Eventually.
do this, eventually.
Okay.
Do you want some Lee sticks? I have
You
Lee.
can use these sticks, or you can use this string.
Okay.
Now, some people like the leash sticks. I find that
You can't see the
you
bottom.
can't see underneath the leash stick
Yeah.
because it's solid. So, This is going to hold your cross in place,
Right.
and your cross is going to be what keeps your yarns in sequence so that you can take them off one at a time in sequence and thread it through the reed. Now, you can see having a contrasting color is going to help. It's not, if you don't have one, it's just going to make it a little more difficult.
Do you want this out of the way, or?
Let's see, just leave it right there. And then tie this in some
Tight.
sort of way, tight, and then around and up, so it won't come off while you're working.
Now, if you have another bundle, you'll do the same type here.
Yes,
and-
except for once
push
you
it
get this
over.
threaded through the
Yeah.
reed, then we can take this string off because this string is keeping everything in order
Yeah.
till it's through the reed. Once it's through the reed, it's in order through the reed.
Right.
And then you just move this aside and put your next little bundle down and your next little bundle. I figure we'll have 3
Right.
times.
So now, am I to understand that because the reed is sitting here on these sticks, you're going to be threading down through
You're going
instead?
to be threading down through like
How
this.
much easier? Wow.
Now, some people have it upright in the beater bar.
Right.
And then you're threading like this. It just depends what is better for you physically.
Yeah,
Most people seem to like it this way.
I can see
I
why.
do.
I've never heard of this.
I do it from the bottom.
So,
Yeah, whichever way is, and then when you're fully threaded, you flip this up,
and you
put it
tap.
here, and then you've got your yarn in place here, and you can do your threading.
This
The light
is so much
The
simpler.
light is so much better if you have it like this.
And then,
Whereas if you've got it
range,
there, you
Yeah.
can't
depending
really
on the
see.
lighting,
Yeah.
you can turn your loom so that the light's
The light-
coming from a window to your back or sideways or whatever's better. A loom like this, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A loom like that, you're kind of stuck where it is.
Yeah, I find it easier with it up.
So this
But I
is,
think part of it is you're crouching a lot too this
Yeah.
way, and I
Yeah.
find that very awkward.
so if you get a good,
Yeah.
And you have to have very good claws.
And I don't know if this is a good time to talk